Let me clear my throat. All right, here we go. Hey guys, it's your girl BREOLOGY101 coming to you live from the 305. Today we'll be talking about Insecure Season 4, Episode 7, Lowkey Trippin. Alright, let's get started. So guys, this week's episode was a Molly episode, as we kind of could assume from last week's episode whenever it was an only Issa episode, and they kind of left us at a meeting point of the two ladies whenever Issa saw Molly in the Ethiopian restaurant, and I kind of called it. So if you didn't see me talk about it last week, go watch my last video, because I said that I think that Molly saw Issa, and I said that it will probably get picked up in the next episode. And your girl was right, okay? So I'm getting pretty good at these predictions. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been, you know what I'm saying? I've been on my thing this season. Everything I'm saying is just coming to pass. And I also said that Lawrence was coming back, but we will talk about that later. Let's move along. We start the episode with Molly's perspective of what happened whenever her and Issa were about to have that first encounter after the block party, after the fight, after all the drama that had happened the night before. And we saw pretty much she got in her feelings like we kind of knew Molly would. So we see Molly getting ready to be her typical Molly stuff. Whenever she sees Issa, she ready just to bring on all the shade, all the hatred. She literally like prepares herself just to be like in a bad headspace whenever she sees Issa at the door. And I just feel like that just says a lot about her already, because it's just like, girl, why you already starting with the negativity whenever ain't even nothing happened yet? So I just feel like that was setting up Molly to just, I'm very glad Issa just decided to walk away, because Molly just ain't worth it these days. She's so annoying to me. And honestly, if you're like Team Molly at this point, I'm sorry, you're just the Molly, and you need to get your life together, okay? Because this ain't a good look, sis. So yeah, we just see Molly, and then instead of like reflecting on like, oh, okay, maybe I should reach out to Issa, Molly didn't have that moment of where she was just like, oh, okay, well, I guess I ain't hit her up all day either. Or like, okay, like she just didn't have a moment of like where it wasn't Issa's fault at all. Even in the next scene, we see her talking to Andrew about it, and she just automatically, he's just like, why are you gonna reach out? I'm not gonna reach out. Okay. Why not? Why can't you reach out? And she goes on to say like it was Issa's fault, and he was just like, okay. But I just feel like Andrew keeps on like biting his tongue around Molly as well, and I wish that he would just speak up and say something, because if anybody go put Molly in her place, it's her. I mean, it's him. It's him, Andrew. So yeah, definitely just feel like he needs to stop biting his tongue and let Molly know how he really feels whenever she be putting him in these awkward situations, whenever he feels like it ain't even that serious. You can tell from the way he just be looking, the faces he be making, like he knows that whenever she be popping off, it don't even be that serious half the time. So he definitely gonna need to check her. And yeah, so moving along, I wasn't excited. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't excited that it was a Molly episode. Molly just ain't been on my favorite side right now. I ain't been cool with Molly, so I didn't really care for the episode as a whole, just because I didn't want to see her the whole time. But it was a good episode. I feel like Molly might finally be getting to her point of like, okay, maybe I can't fix it, maybe it is me, maybe it's not everybody else around me. So let's get into the episode a little bit more. Going into the next scene, I gotta watch the next scene. So next scene, we see Molly at work popping off on my dear sis, and it's just once again another instance of her getting on my nerves, because she just is just so negative and so just annoying, and I just don't understand why she treats people the way she treats people. Like, why does she have to pop up on my dear sis? Like, whatever she did, even if she gave you the meeting papers late, or you could be walking into a meeting or the meeting's starting and she could let you know that the meeting's starting and you're supposed to be there. And that ain't no way to treat nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is she going off on this girl? Anyways, moving on. Another instance of Molly putting work before Andrew. Pretty much she almost doesn't make her flight to the airport. Once she gets there, she's like running to the terminal, trying to hurry up and make it. And we all know, first of all, this will not happen in real life. If the terminal gates is closed, the terminal gates is closed. They're not holding it up for nobody. They don't care how long they got until they get there. They can be 5 seconds or they can be 5 minutes. They don't care. They're not gonna let you on that plane. They're not gonna let you talk them into keeping the gate open either. So we all know that that was very a fictional moment. Moving along, we see Molly pretty much just always blaming somebody else. The story goes on and on. Like, everything in here is just another example of Molly just blaming somebody else for whatever. She's literally like blaming the driver, saying that the driver got her there late. No, sister. You could have left work a little bit earlier and you could have got there on time. You wouldn't have to rush, wouldn't have to do this and that, wouldn't have to be running to the gate, wouldn't have to almost not make it. You could have made it if you would have left work earlier, but you so career focused and not worried about nobody else and trying to get to the top, trying to be partner, trying to be this and all that. That's you just put it before everything. Do better. Okay? Do better. Next scene, we see the plane. They're going to Mexico. I gotta push play because it ain't really nothing to talk about on this plane. Except for my dear sis. My dear sis, if y'all know her name on the airplane, she come back later in the episode. What show is she from? I just put in my head she was from A Different World. I think it was A Different World. Or The Cosby Show. The Cosby Show. She was on The Cosby Show. She was on A Different World too, maybe. Maybe not. Anyways, comment below if you know who I'm talking about. That girl who was sitting beside them on the plane. What show is she from? So we see from the plane to whenever they land at the hotel, Molly is in good spirits. It seems like they're about to have a good time. She meets his brother, Andrew's brother, and his sister-in-law. And yeah, everything seems to be going well. Andrew's brother is like a strict little person that sticks to the plans, who sticks to a schedule, should I say. Personally, I hate people like that because I'm not a person like that. I'm more just like a go with the flow. We're on vacation. We wake up when we wake up. We go find something to do once we wake up. But nonetheless, you know, you need planners on vacations in order to maximize your time and see all the sights while you're there. Yeah, so she pretty much convinced Andrew to ditch his brother for the night, which is kind of understandable. They did have a good excuse for, oh, we just got here, we had a long flight, blah, 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 so they jet lagged. So they came up with a good excuse for the reason that they were absent. But nonetheless, we move on to the next day, and they are going on a hike, this early morning hike, and of course, in true Molly and Andrew fashion, they show up fashionably late. And yeah, so we see, you know, Molly's kind of reluctant. At first, she looks like she doesn't really want to go on the hike, but once she gets to the top, she sees the views. She's like, oh, it's also worth it. And then they get the zip line down. It looked very beautiful. I'm a sucker for a good view. Oh, I missed talking about the view from their bedroom on the balcony. Molly a freak. Big old freak. Big old freak. She got a little booty though. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyways, so yeah, I'm a sucker for nice views and nature. So wherever they at, they in Mexico somewhere. Wherever they at, I'm trying to go. So once coronavirus over, somebody book me a flight and we out. So yeah, they pretty much go. Molly goes along with the day. She doesn't complain about the plans. She just goes along with the plans. And it's actually good to see her open up and just kind of like breathe. Okay, let's fix this real quick. And it's good to see her opening up and not just like being annoying Molly all the time. I like Molly whenever she's having fun, she's upbeat, she's in good spirits and getting along with everybody, not like negative Nancy. So yeah, After they have a great day, they go back to the hotel. They're reminiscing on the day and what a great day it's been. And of course, something just has to kill Molly's vibe where she just has to go like mode. So Nathan called Andrew, and pretty much whenever they were on the phone, she heard Issa in the background, and just automatically that just triggers Molly. She gotta just start dragging my dear sis Issa, like, oh, I guess she back with him, I guess this and that, and just typical Issa. Typical Molly. Typical Molly. Typical Molly. Just be so negative Nancy about something. But anyways, I need to watch the episode to know we see Molly being typical Molly. This girl literally just has to be the victim in every situation. So something happened to Andrew's sister-in-law, and she gets water in her eye. Molly tries to go get some towels, and the girl won't give her a towel because you gotta have your room key, your key card, whatever. Fam, it ain't even that serious. Like, and then she wants to pull the race card. Y'all, like, we can't pull the race card all the time. Just because something happened to us, or we don't like the way something happened or a situation went, we can't pull the race card all the time. This definitely wasn't even no instance that you need to pull a race card. Like, what? What? But anyways, so Molly causes the whole scene. Andrew's brother comes up, gets her the towel, gets her the towels. And yeah, so they move on, whatever. They go back to the pool, and Molly's still just dragging it out, as we knew that she would, because she don't know how to let things go. Let it go, let it go. Okay, anyway, shout out to Disney, Frozen, Elsa, Anna. I don't know which one it is. My niece gonna let me know though, because I know she loved to let me know. Yeah, so Molly causes this big scene and pretty much just starts the fight between her and Andrew's brother. And then she has the audacity at the end of it all to say, Andrew, get your brother. F you, get your brother, Andrew. No, he needs to get you, and I'm very upset at Andrew for not sticking up for his brother, because first of all, blood or anything, okay? I don't care what the situation is. I mean, I get it, that's your lady or whatever, but like, Molly was in the wrong, so he should have let her know that she was in the wrong. Moving along. So after Molly messes everything up the next morning, Andrew pretty much lets her sleep in, which is basically just like cover up of saying, I didn't want you to cause a scene again with my brother, so I went and talked to my brother alone by myself, and he probably apologized for Molly, because we all know that Molly ain't gonna apologize for herself, pretty much. That's it. So he pretty much went in, what I feel, he went and apologized for Molly to his brother. After that, we see Molly walking on the beach, and this was the proudest moment I've had. Okay, how do I need to phrase this? This is the proudest I've been of Molly all season. To this day. Molly calls her therapist. Why Molly ever stopped going to her therapist, I don't know, because I feel like whenever Molly was going to her therapist consistently, her life was coming together. She wasn't so just negative and Nancy. She wasn't so Molly. I felt like her therapist was getting her in check. She was helping her let go of the things that she needed to let go of. Stop picking out everybody's flaws. Stop envisioning this idealistic version, perfect version of what life should be. She pretty much just helped Molly not be Molly, and I missed the therapist. I like whenever Molly was going to therapy, I felt like she was evolving as a person, she was growing, she was getting her life together, and it's a moment I've been waiting to see Molly go back to. I'm glad that she called. I'm glad that she recognized that she needs to call her therapist. She even spoke on some of the things that she'll probably talk to her therapist about, like, I'm having trouble letting go of things. Just holding on to things. I've got 10%, so let's move along. And yeah, so it pretty much just lets us know that Molly wants to evolve. Molly wants to grow. Molly wants to be better than what she's being right now. And it seems like she wants to get out of her head and, you know, stop treating people the way she be treating people. Is what she needs to know and what she needs to get together. So, yeah, I think this was a big moment for Molly. I'm excited to see where this goes. I see you, little 10%. I'm excited to see where this goes and see how we can grow. We have 3 episodes left. Wait. The episode's not over. So, I also called last episode, my last recap. So, my last video. I also spoke on how Lawrence was not on the picture. I do feel like Lawrence is starting to move on and try and like evolve himself as a person. Lawrence said that he was coming from, I think he said San Francisco. I think that Lawrence, since his job, if y'all remember, his job was going through some changes. Lawrence is in the tech field. San Francisco is known for its techie jobs. So this is like a big, just what I know from life and how life happens, and trying to relate life to the real show, well, the show to real life. And I think that Lawrence is going to be moving soon to go to San Francisco for a job or something along those lines. I hope Lawrence doesn't leave us because I need Lawrence in the picture. Even though it seems like Nanceford is a little bit more in the picture now with my girl Issa, I still need Lawrence in the picture. However, Lawrence did call somebody at the end, y'all, and if y'all know anything about Lawrence and Issa, you know they typically call each other whenever they see one of their friends. So I'm hoping that he was calling Issa to check in and say what's up, because if y'all remember correctly, we haven't seen Lawrence since Thanksgiving whenever he was getting ready to tell Issa that him and Condola broke up, but yet we didn't get to see that. And we really don't even know if that's what he wanted to tell us, but you know, just like bringing it full circle. Yeah, I think that Lawrence is going to be back in the picture for the last couple episodes. Y'all, this is episode 7. That means we only got 3 episodes left before the season finale, before this season is over, before we have to wait a whole nother year for more episodes. Issa Rae, if you're watching, you should make this a biannual thing. It should come out in the summertime and at Christmas time. You ain't got to do it a whole year later, sister. Like, you be making the fans wait. So feel free to bring that a little bit more often if you fought with us. I'm full with you. Anyways, yeah, so I'm excited to see next episode. We will see where Lawrence phone calls we will see where Lawrence phone call, who picks up on the other end. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I think that's all that I have for today. I think that next week the episodes will be back. I think that everybody will be back in it. I don't know what's going to happen. I know it's going to be somebody's birthday party, or Tiffany baby might have a birthday party. I doubt it because she kind of just had the baby. But yeah, we will see what happens next episode, guys. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you don't follow your girl yet, make sure you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Turn those post notifications on. Comment down below. Comment down below if you are team Nanceford or if you are team Lawrence, because I think this is going to come into play soon. And I'm trying not to say Yeah, guys, I will check you guys out next week. Make sure you tune in next Monday. I'll be here in the same place, same couch, same background. Actually, it might not be the same, but probably. I will see y'all then. Have a happy Memorial Day, guys. Happy 11th week in quarantine, maybe 12. Crazy, right? But yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow my channel. I am going to be dropping some more videos this week. Stay tuned, and I will see y'all soon.